Thanks, Coach. Originally opened in 1995 as Jacksonville Municipal Stadium when this franchise entered the NFL. We welcome you to Jacksonville and TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back.
On first down, it's Locke. Able to find a rookie from Ohio State, Paris Campbell. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now on 2nd and 13, Luck. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now it's Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's the 5th-round rookie from Temple. It's Raquel Armstead. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! Let's go. Great.
Now Foles. And that is incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Love. He's got it. This is Ware. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
At the Jaguars' 10-yard line. Check out. 5, 6, and 5.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Get the ball. 5, 6, and 7.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
I'm coming.
Throwing is Love. The quick slant caught it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Let's see what you got. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
On 2nd down, Armstead. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line. Be alert, be alert.
53, Mike. Rip right.
Foles. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Foles. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Danico Autry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Dede Westbrook. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58.
He'll look to throw. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They run it with Armstead. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that, but if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Hey. You got 3. 3 down. Kill.
This is Armstead on the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch the out.
Hey, sound one.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
41's the mic.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Foles now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Colts 4-yard.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, they go with Armstead. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Raquel Armstead hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a deep...
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Marcell Dareus flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
It's second down.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a second down coming up. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Lott. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Lott. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Campbell. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
A gain of 4.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Hines. The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Colts are once again going to retake the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They came out not so hot. The first quarter, they were sputtering a little bit, but they seem to have stayed the course and really righted the ship here in the second.
Well, let's face it, all the preparation that goes into getting ready for a game, all the scouting reports, the practice, the repetition, sometimes you get a little bit of a lull to start things off. Maybe you get a little flat, but if you put in that time, you put in that effort, it can come back to you, and that's what we're seeing so far.
Now can they keep that momentum going?
58, right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I got one. And 58 is a Mike.
Throwing on second down. Foles. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jabal Sheard. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Every day, any day. Hey. 58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 39-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Check up. 675. Hey,
3rd and 2, Luck. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Mike, 58 right there. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. He'll drop to throw. McConley's got it over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
You must be dreaming.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Justin Houston in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. 58's the money.
2nd and 15. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, great. Silent.
He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake it. Now Lop. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
We got this.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Warning! Exit!
Here we go!
1st down, this is Rawls. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Rawls. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Safe.
to throw. This one complete over the middle to O'Shaughnessy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Foles now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Going with Armstead, a first down carry. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now Lott. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And Vinatieri's kick is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
Keep playing hard.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Foles now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Now Armstead. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets them to 3rd and 3 now.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Now Foles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing is Luck. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Colts.
Folks, look out. 290. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. 12. 44 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Luck. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
1. 41 to Mike. Check 41. Come on, boy. Here we go.
Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
11.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Luck's throw, finding T.Y. Hilton complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Luck now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go, Mexico!
Back to throw, Luck. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a toss play. It's Hines.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now it's Hines. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Luck gives this one off to Mack. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Now it's Luck. That is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. That's 3 touchdown passes now for Andrew Luck as they have taken the lead. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
180!
I smell fear in that offense.
On first down, again, they go with Armstead. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A run here with Armstead. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
180! Mike, Caden.
At 58 is a Mike.
Bravo!
Yeah.
Here's Foles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't he?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Luck now to throw. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. A gain of 6 there on first.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. This is Hines. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards there and a first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Love. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there, 17 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
58. Girl. 58 to Mike.
2nd and 5. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's good for a Jacksonville
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Foles now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch victory.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Tempo, tempo, tempo. You got nothing there. You got nothing.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, no, he lost the football. Does the big boy have the juice? The 40, 20, 10. A touchdown, Colts. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Beginning the drive here with Armstead. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
I got you.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
58 for Mike.
Second and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And an alley to run. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Look, and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. On third down, it's Hines, and he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Call it a gain of 5, fourth down now.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Jaguars. A 77-yard punt return as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, we know one bench is jumping up and down in excitement right now after that punt return for a touchdown. Whether they go for a PAT or go for two, probably depends on the team's philosophy, doesn't it?
Either way, made it a one-score game. Still a little work to do, though, here in the fourth. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received the gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
First down, Colts.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Luck gonna throw it. Caught left side by Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he stopped immediately there. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll go again here with Mack. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On third down, Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four there.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 49-yard line.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Colts, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they go out with a bit of a whimper as they wrap up a very trying 3-13 season. And this front office will have plenty of work to do in the draft and through free agency to turn this ship around. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.